The Supreme Court of Pakistan overturned the denial of reserved seats to the PTI-backed Sunni Ittihad Council.
SIC is a registered political party, and every independent member of parliament and the provincial assemblies has a right to join it. All those who joined the SIC are presumed to have done so out of their own free will. None of them claim to have joined SIC because of any misunderstanding of any judgment, the law, compulsion, coercion, or undue influence, and it is not for this court to presume otherwise. We must ensure that words are not read into the Constitution, nor to ascribe artificial meaning to commonly understood words.
This is a significant legal win for Imran Khan's party. A three-member bench announced the verdict at 9 a.m. The Sikh had a large protest outside the court. They awaited the decision after the court reserved its verdict on Tuesday. PTI-backed independent candidates joined Sikh after winning the February 8 elections. The Election Commission had earlier ruled that Sikh was not entitled to the quota due to legal defects. PTI's barrister Gohar hailed the SC verdict. He said that PTI finally got what they deserved. He also called it a happy day for Pakistan's 250 million people.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट के डिसीजन के बाद इलेक्शन कमीशन से मुतालिबा करते हैं, तवक्को करते हैं कि इस मर्तबा इंशाल्लाह 3 दिन के अंदर अंदर हमारा नोटिफिकेशन होगा। जितनी रिजर्व सीटें हैं वो रिजर्व सीटें पाकिस्तान तहरीक इंसाफ को अलॉट होगी।
In response, Law Minister Azam Nazir Taher downplayed the verdict's impact. He noted the government still has a majority with 209 members. Taher clarified that Sikh, not PTI, claimed the seats.
आइन के आर्टिकल 51 और आइन के आर्टिकल 106 के तहत जिन इंडिपेंडेंट लोगों ने 8 फरवरी 2024 के जनरल इलेक्शन में कामयाब होने के बाद सुन्नी इत्तेहाद काउंसिल को ज्वाइन किया, ये सीट्स सुन्नी इत्तेहाद काउंसिल को जानी चाहिए। इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ पाकिस्तान ने एक डिसीजन किया जिसमें उन्होंने आइन के आर्टिकल 51 और आइन के आर्टिकल 106 इलेक्शन एक्ट की दफ़ा 104 और मुतलका रूल्स को सामने रखते हुए ये कहा कि सुन्नी इत्तेहाद काउंसिल एक ऐसी सियासी जमात है जिसने ना इंतखाबात में हिस्सा लिया और इस वजह से एक सीट भी नहीं जीती उन्होंने।
In other news, a UN monitoring report found Tehrik-i-Taliban Pakistan, TTP, to be the largest terrorist group in Afghanistan, with 6,000 to 6,500 fighters. TTP has support from the Afghan Taliban and Al-Qaeda. Attacks on Pakistan increased from 573 in 2021 to 1,210 in 2023. The report questions the Afghan Taliban's willingness to counter TTP. Meanwhile, Pakistan ruled out talks with TTP. The Foreign Office urged Kabul to act against terrorists. Spokesperson Mumtaz Zahra Balik emphasized no dialogue with TTP, highlighting discussions with Afghanistan on terrorism. India will hold an annual Murder of the Constitution Day from next year. This day commemorates the dark chapter of the emergency declared by Indira Gandhi on June 25, 1975. During the emergency, the constitution was suspended, activists jailed, press freedoms curbed, and forced sterilizations conducted. Prime Minister Modi announced this day will remind people of the Constitution's importance and honor those who suffered during the emergency. In another news, the Supreme Court criticized Delhi Lieutenant Governor 𝐒𝐭𝐲𝐬 for allowing tree felling without court approval. Justices 𝐒𝐭𝐲𝐬 and Ujjal Buyan condemned Saxena's actions, saying he ignored the court's authority. The court rebuked efforts to hide his involvement and questioned his understanding of the law. Meanwhile, in Mumbai, Anant Ambani, son of Mukesh Ambani, is marrying Radhika Merchant. The wedding, attended by celebrities like Kim Kardashian and Tony Blair, is a grand event. The Bharat, led by Anant in a flower-adorned car, ended at a family-owned convention center. Bollywood stars and wrestler John Cena joined the festivities. The main wedding ritual, the Faraz, is set for 9:30 p.m. The top UN court, ICJ, will give an advisory opinion on Israel's occupation of Palestinian territory on July 19. This follows historic hearings in February, where 52 countries and 3 organizations discussed the legal consequences of the occupation of the West Bank, Gaza, and East Jerusalem. In Gaza City's Tal al-Hawa area, 60 bodies have been recovered, with more feared trapped under rubble. Israeli troop activity is hindering rescue efforts. In Rafah and the Nuseirat refugee camp, at least 12 more people have been killed. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu demands Hamas defeat, despite claiming support for a ceasefire. Hamas accuses Israel of heinous abuses in Tal al-Hawa. Israeli forces withdrew from the area this morning, revealing at least 60 bodies. Hamas calls these actions war crimes and urges the international community to intervene. Hezbollah claimed to have attacked Israeli soldiers near northern Israel's Haneda settlement. The attack happened at 9:50 a.m. while soldiers were working. Hezbollah's leader, Hassan Nasrallah, says attacks will stop if there's a ceasefire in Gaza. Al Jazeera reported Israeli airstrikes in southern Lebanon and a drone targeting a motorcycle near Mari village. The death toll in Gaza has reached 38,345, with 88,295 wounded since the conflict began on October 7.